For the last couple weeks, we have been searching for our new adventure. We're not talking about some nice adventure like going out of town, a little vacay. We're actually talking about a haunted one. From the most haunted ranch in America to the most dangerous grave site in our city to staying the night at a tuberculosis hospital that was turned into a hotel.
I don't know about that one. I just can't believe that I got turned into that. From a tuberculosis hospital to a hotel.
These are the top 3 places that you should never visit alone in Idaho because they're just really dangerous or just heavily full of paranormal activity. Here is the twist. So today we're going to be talking about those 3 places, but we're going to be having you guys decide which place we go explore. I know you guys, and I feel like you guys are going to choose for us to go to the hotel
to stay the night
there.
there.
Guys, we're going to be giving you some info and insights in these places, and it's honestly very scary.
So let's begin with place number 1. The historic Stricker Ranch, located in Hanson, Idaho, has long been a very popular spot for paranormal investigators. The house was built in 1901 by Herman Stricker and his partner, John Bostead. There is also a small cemetery on the Rock Creek Station, which sadly was the final stop for a lot of travelers who never made it to their destination. People have reported to have seen shadowy figures and other dark presence following them around. People are able to visit the graveyard site from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., but it is said in order to have a higher chance of coming across Mr. Stricker are to explore the site around dusk, but only at your own risk. And what's crazy is that his little sister actually has talked a lot, and I mean a lot, about this ranch, and we have still yet to have gone to it, and it's actually just 15 minutes from where we live. The
reason my little sister found out about it is because they went on a school field trip to Stricker Ranch, because it's also, like we said, a historic place, but you can do paranormal tours and you can literally investigate, and it's said to be very a very dangerous spot to be at by yourself or even with anybody late at night.
If we do ever go there, I know in FaZe Rug's video they did one where they had these little cat balls. Basically they're sensitive to touch, so if anything comes across it, it goes and lights up. If we go there, I want to buy those cat balls just to see.
When I was telling her about this, because we want to do more scary videos since October is coming up, but I want to get a REM pod, cat balls, and I want to get an EMF reader. Later down the line we'll get a spirit box if you guys end up liking the vids, but Lisette does not want me to get a REM pod
because I'm like, what if we do it wrong, and what if we don't say bye correctly, that when I get home it follows me, which I hope not, but
guys,
I don't know.
So if this video breaks at least 50 to 100 likes, we'll buy the REM pod. Only if it gets 50 to 100 likes.
I'd feel safe with the cat balls, because that I can just see it from afar. I'm not doing nothing, it's just there.
All right, and place number 2 is the Old Idaho Penitentiary. And fun fact, we actually went to this place, well, I did, for a school field trip in 5th grade.
Which is crazy that they take kids there.
It was the most traumatizing thing, because they decided to play a little joke on us, and they had the kids, go explore the jail cells and all that stuff, and they ended up locking us in the jail cells and turned off the lights, and we were all screaming get us out, because we were 5th grade, I don't even know how young we would be, 10 years old.
9, 10.
Yeah, we were freaking out, and then they came back inside, started laughing, and then they hit the button and all the gates open. But why would you do that?
Yeah,
but that place looks so weird. From what I pictured it, I haven't been there since 5th grade. We're 23 now.
Actually,
so it's been
have
a long
not
time.
been there, and I'm I was born here in Idaho, so I've yet to even
scary.
gone there, and I've always wanted to, but I just haven't yet.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. The state penitentiary in Boise, Idaho is said to be one of the highest active paranormal places in all of Idaho. It was established in 1870 as a one-cell house, but quickly grew into a bigger building surrounded by large sandstone walls. As a part of their penance, the prisoners mined nearby rocks to build the walls that would hold them captive. Over 13,000 convicts called the Idaho State Penitentiary home, but 110 of them died from illnesses or murder, and 10 executions took place at this penitentiary. What makes this place even darker is it is said to be haunted by an infamous inmate known as Raymond Allen Snowden, a man once dubbed as Idaho's Jack the Ripper.
That's scary.
That is very scary. I didn't know any of this, guys.
I'm literally getting goosebumps right now.
Until I did actual research. I knew the place was haunted, but I didn't know these heavily murderers were in this place. Snowden was convicted of murder in 1956 and sentenced to death by hanging at the Idaho State Penitentiary. He murdered a lady named Cora Dean using a pocket knife and Cora 35 times, but before his hanging, Snowden confessed to murdering 2 other people. Yeah, they couldn't find the other 2 people that he confessed to, but I guess there was other darker things that he said while being interrogated, and right before you know, a couple of days before he was executed, he said some pretty weird stuff. It's just scary to think that this guy was called like the Idaho's Jack the Ripper.
Literally 2 hours away from where we live right
Yeah.
now. Like, this penitentiary is, you know, is pretty close.
Yeah.
A lot of my family's been there. I just haven't been there yet, so I definitely want to go. Place number 3, and this is the last place. So Gooding's Tuberculosis Hospital is now the Gooding Inn. The Gooding Inn was designed and re-owned by architectural firm Tortolet and Hummel. Gooding University Inn is a beautiful building built on the land donated by Frank Gooding for a college the school ran from 1917 to 1941. But before all of that, it used to be a tuberculosis hospital. The 19,000 square foot building has been investigated by other ghost hunters and has also scared away customers. People tend to hear disembodied footsteps and other scary sounds in its halls late at night. And when they check, there is nothing there. People have also reported to have gotten their blankets pulled off their beds and sinks turning on by themselves. And anyone who is brave enough can book a room for only $65 to $85 a night, but do it at your own risk. I would want to stay there, and I think that would be like a really good place to test out all like the little like knickknacks that we buy. But like, if I get so uncomfortable, I'd have a backup room somewhere else just in case.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. It looks pretty weird just knowing the history about that, and there's actual like reports of people like getting scratched and their blankets literally just getting tugged off their bed.
I do remember reading a story that a lady said that she would hear little kids' footsteps to the point where like they actually had to leave. Having these 3 places be so close to us makes it more exciting because now we can literally film. So this is going to be up to you guys to choose which one we end up going to.
And I do have one bonus one for you guys, which is the most dangerous grave site in our city. And this is literally like said to be a dangerous place to go to, even alone, or if you go with somebody. Kind of like, you know, recommend for you not to go at night and investigate because it is just highly like spiritual. This place is called the gravesite of Lady Bluebeard. It is said that in the 20th century, Lydia murderous exploits made major national headlines. She was married 7 times and 4 of those marriages made her a widow, a suspiciously high number. In 1915, Lydia's husband, brother-in-law, and younger daughter all died in a Twin Falls ranch. Just before his untimely death, her husband had taken out a significant life insurance policy, and soon after, she ended up remarrying and moved to Montana. Her second husband died in 1918 after also taking out a life insurance policy.
That's weird.
According to Michelle Matthews with the Twin Falls Times-News, the county sheriff's department deputy led the case investigation by the time they tracked her down. They brought her from Honolulu to stand trial in Idaho and was convicted and sent to the old Idaho State Penitentiary.
Oh my god.
That's crazy how that connects.
Yeah, that is so crazy.
She escaped in 1931. She was pardoned in 1942 and then died in 1958. Lydia is buried in Sunset Memorial Park in Twin Falls.
Oh my god.
She basically was like a serial killer because she was on like her 5th, 4th
So was
husband.
she killing them?
Yeah, so she was killing them after they took
The life insurance. So she was collecting
the life
the
insurance.
money.
So she was collecting the money. By the 5th time, like I said, she was in Hawaii. They got her from Hawaii, brought her back here to Idaho, like Twin Falls, and then she went to trial and then went to the state penitentiary, which is what we were just talking about, like a place that we were thinking of exploring.
That is crazy, guys.
That is crazy how that connected. So like we said, guys, this is all gonna be up to you. Like in a way, you know, our life is in your hands.
Basically.
Yeah. And this video was inspired by Sherman, FaZe Rug's, you know, cousin. He did a video where he, you know, talked about the 3 most dangerous places in the whole United States, and then he flew to one and because his followers decided on a place. So we were inspired by that, and we picked just like places here in our state, and it's where we live, so it gives you like a creepier vibe, you know. In the comments, make sure you guys pick what place you would like us to go investigate, whether it be the first one we talked about, Stricker Ranch, or the Idaho State Penitentiary, or the Gooding and the Tuberculosis Hospital, which I'm terrified of just even thinking about that one, or going to investigate the most dangerous gravesite in Twin Falls.
Yes, guys. So share with your friends, your family. You guys all decide because, like we said, it's in your hands.
Yes, guys. But without further ado, we'll see you guys in the next video.
Peace.